YouTube. I wanted to talk about something that is sort of seen as almost as a negative thing, but I know a lot of people are very scared about doing things just on their own, like going out for a meal or going to the cinema or just going out in general. They always feel like they need to be with someone to justify it. I guess it's because I'm a very confident person in general, but I really don't mind going places on my own if I fancy it, or if no one else is available at the time. Like if my friends are busy or working or what have you, I will happily go to see a film. I've been to the cinema loads of times on my own, and sometimes I actually enjoy it more because you can just fully immerse yourself in the film. You don't have to worry about if your friend's enjoying it or what they're thinking about it. Or my friend Sabine, she's awful. She's the worst person to go to the cinema. She will like rustle the popcorn bag and she'll talk and she'll make comments, things like that, and she knows it annoys me, so she does it even more. So thanks for that, Sabine, if you're watching. I go to the theatre a lot on my own as well, which I can understand how it can be seen as a daunting experience, because obviously most people there are with someone, with groups, with their friends, partners. I think it's quite nice to embrace it as a event you do on your own. It's the same with the cinema, but even more so with the theatre. I find myself getting so much more immersed in a piece when I'm on my own, and I don't know why, because most of my friends, we obviously go to the theatre together. I find that I can really get into a show if I'm seeing it on my own. I go to dinner a lot by myself, or I'll go out for lunch. So like when I was working in Covent Garden over Christmas, I would go out for lunch a lot on my own and potentially go to a restaurant by myself, and it's not a bad thing. I think people have this stigma attached to it that if they go somewhere on their own, then like people will look at them and be like, oh, look at that person, they're on their own or whatever. But no, like I doubt that anyone thinks that. I think it's quite sad that in a city like London there's so many people, and there's a lot of people that will do things on their own, but then there's people I know that won't do it for the fear of being judged or like ridiculed, and I think that's just really a load of nonsense, because you're stopping yourself from doing some really fun things in life and experiencing different things just because you're scared of what other people will think of you, and that's rubbish. Perhaps to alleviate the potential awkwardness in these situations, for me, if I'm going to the theatre on my own, and it's mainly like before the show that I feel potentially a little bit awkward, just because you're sat on your own, and I don't like to be on my phone a lot when I'm anywhere really. I just don't like that. I like to be quite aware and like observant of my surroundings. Sometimes if I feel like I'm potentially going to be sat there looking like a lemon for a while, and if it's like a theatre I've been to a lot and then there's not so much new stuff to see, I will time it so I'm at the theatre maybe only like 10 or 15 minutes before the show starts, so in which case I'll go in, pick up the tickets, go to the toilet, whatever, and then go straight into the auditorium, and then it's pretty much showtime. However, if it's a new theatre, or if I know something's changed about it or something interesting, but if you know that there's not going to be much for you to look around and like keep yourself busy almost before whatever you're going to, maybe time it so you're going to get there kind of just 5 or so minutes beforehand, and then maybe you won't feel as awkward. I don't know. I'd recommend as well like having a book with you or something like that, if it is, for example, going to the theatre. That's the main example that I have, just so then obviously you've got something to preoccupy you. The only thing that I really miss when I go to things on my own is not being able to talk to someone about it straight afterwards. I like to discuss if I've seen a film or a show or whatever. I like to talk about it kind of straight afterwards, because that's obviously when it's fresh in your mind. I'm lucky though that I've always got my friends on like Messenger and stuff like that, so we talk about it then and I discuss it, and then obviously I make videos about the theatre that I go to see, so it's a bit different. But I just wish more people had the confidence to do it, because I don't see why you'd want to stop yourself from doing something or going to see something, like for example like an exhibition or a show or what have you, just because you're scared that going on your own will make you look like a loner and look really sad, because it won't. I just don't get it. I just don't understand why you wouldn't want to do something for the fear of being judged like that. But I think it's the case for travelling as well. I've only been away once on my own, and that was to Ireland last year, and it wasn't even until I was there that I was like, oh, hey, I'm travelling on my own. I didn't really get lonely or bored on my own company. I mean, I spoke to a lot of people whilst I was in Ireland. I like just spoke to strangers there, because why not? The only thing about travelling alone is obviously that worry that if something were to happen, or you got stuck in a situation that you weren't very comfortable with and you're not with someone, that's a worry. But then that's totally dependent on who you are as a person and like where you're travelling to and blah blah blah. There's loads of other factors to do with that, but at the same time I don't mind the thought of travelling alone. Obviously it's really fun to go with a friend. I'd happily go places on my own, so yeah, I think you should just go and do the things that you enjoy. It doesn't really matter if you go on your own or with friends or what have you. I think, yeah, just have fun. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Do you go to places on your own or do you shy away from doing that? Please do give this video a like if you've enjoyed it, and do subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of me in the future. I make chatty videos like this, theatre videos, and I'm hoping to make more artsy fartsy content in the future, as well as travel videos once I get back out travelling. And I will see you in my next one. Bye! I haven't actually been to the theatre that much, and I've only been to see a few shows. The first show that I saw this month was Close to You at the Criterion Theatre. I hadn't seen this show before, and that's